Music is still my first love.
Oh wow,
I even produce some music with AI now.
nice.
So I have like 20 mini albums, I guess you can call them. They have like 3 or 4 songs on them.
Oh
And you
wow.
just look up Nakia T Hamilton on Spotify
Right.
or iTunes or pretty much wherever, and then it'll pop up.
Ready for today's shoot?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, perfect.
So, is that the lens you're going to use?
Yeah.
Heard you had a pretty lens.
A pretty lens?
Yeah. Yeah, make it pun up.
Make it pretty?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty lens.
A pretty lens.
Yeah, I was looking for a lens that's like pretty. You know, like.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Will that work?
Yeah, that's perfect.
What up, my beautiful people? This is your host, Miss Kimora, aka the Bronze Goddess, and welcome to another rendition of Heels and Reels, where fashion, beauty, and art meet. Today, my special guest is Mr. Nakia T. Hamilton.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. I'm happy to have you here.
I'm great to be here. Finally, I'm here, but I'm here.
Yeah. It's like, hold on, but you're a busy man, so yeah.
Yeah.
This man stayed busy, let me tell you.
Yes.
I mean, in your latest film, what is it?
Assured by Grace.
Assured by Grace.
Yep.
And can you just touch on that? We're going to get deeper into it, but I just want the folks to just have a little rendition of it.
It's a movie about a lady that has alopecia.
Okay.
It's an autoimmune condition where you can lose all your hair. And there's other things that could come along with it, but that's the most noticeable thing. And she battles that, how it impacts her identity. And she ends up finding her identity in Christ. So it's a whole journey that she goes through.
Wow. That's deep.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And is it out yet or?
Yes, right now it's out. It's on Amazon, Tubi, the Roku channel, and there's a few other channels, but Amazon, Tubi, you know that.
Yes.
And YouTube Movies and TV. They have their own like AVOD, SVOD channel now.
I saw that. YouTube, yeah. And I was like, what is that? Yeah.
So it's like their own version of Tubi, but
Oh, wow.
the content is just a little different.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're on that stream. Gosh, you everywhere. My goodness gracious.
I'm blessed.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah. And where are you originally from?
I'm from here. I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay.
Grew up here. Was performing music at first. Moved to Atlanta to try to pursue a full-time music career. And it went pretty well. In the process, my father passed away, and I ended up moving back here. And God spoke to me one day, and I ended up on this film journey.
Absolutely. And what made you get into the whole directing type field?
It kind of just, as far as choosing to direct, it kind of just happened. When I went by my mother's house one day, and I was sitting there and I was told God, I just wanted to do what you wanted me to do. And when that happened, she had a back room. And I went to the back room and the TV was on. It was Time Warner Cable then. Now it's Spectrum, public access channel.
Right.
And on a public access channel, a friend of mine, Fuzz Jackson, was on there.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what is God telling me? So I ended up calling Time Warner Cable. And 9 months later, I had a show on time. Trust me, it was the most horrible thing. Because I thought you take the camera and drop it off. I didn't know, I had no idea. I never been to film school. I just felt like God was leading me in that direction, and I did it.
Right.
And so I worked free for 2 years because it was public access. They can't pay you.
Right.
I had to buy all my own equipment, rent the places, do all that myself. But it taught me something. So once I got into filmmaking, it was Linda Thompson and my mom. My mom was like, you know what, you can do this as a career. And Linda Thompson was just like, we were at her restaurant and she just mentioned about starting the business doing it. And I did that. Then as the process went on, I don't even know when it started, I was directing.
Wow.
You know? And I was just making movies and started doing documentaries. My first film didn't go too well. So I started the whole film over in the middle of the process.
Oh, wow.
And re-released it. And today I'm here.
Awesome.
I made it to Heels and Reels.
Yes, you did. Heels and Reels. He made it. Yay. Finally. Now, what made that first film turn out not so good? In your opinion?
It wasn't what I had in my mind.
Okay.
And when I started looking back at stuff, and back then it was just basic stuff like depth of field, color grading wasn't even a thought,
Wow, yeah.
we barely had HD, to be honest with you.
Jeez.
That was luxury.
Now, what was this? Is back when in the 90s or what?
Oh, nah, this was like
2000,
2000,
early 2000s or something.
8.
Oh wow.
9 maybe. And
yeah, they didn't have AI and all that stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, none of that
Yeah,
was going on. Like
well,
it was the only thing we had was YouTube and Facebook. It wasn't no Instagram, none of that.
It sure wasn't.
And I wasn't thinking about being a filmmaker, having a film career.
Wow.
I just felt like God led me in that direction.
Right.
You know, the public access show was free, so I wasn't. You know, what I mean,
Yeah, it was like you was paying out your pocket. Yeah, right. It's
so
like,
it wasn't like, hey, yo, I'm trying to make $1 million off. Like,
no, that's not public access. You know, you ain't gonna make $1 million. No. We could. Nope. We already know that anyway.
Yes.
So what was your dream before? Well, you said this wasn't a dream of yours. Did you have a set career goal when you were younger to become?
Music. I had a big passion. Music is still my first love.
Oh, wow.
I even produce some music with AI now.
Nice.
So I have like 20 mini albums, I guess you can call them. They have like 3 or 4 songs on them.
Oh,
and you
wow.
just can look up Nakia T Hamilton on Spotify or iTunes or pretty much wherever, and it'll pop up.
Okay.
But music was my first love, but God led me into filmmaking. That's what I feel
And that's your direction.
Yes.
Amen to that. My goodness gracious. And in the music, do you is it like singing? You sing, or is it like
well,
rapping?
I was a rapper at the time, performing rap music, and it was crazy. I'm talking about everything you can name. But now the music that I make, it glorifies God, but I think it's kind of different than traditional gospel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't even think you could really call it gospel like people think.
Right,
you
right.
know? You just have to hear it.
Yeah, because they have like, you have I think they call it contemporary gospel, where you have the Yolanda Adams, you have the Kirk Franklins, and it's like, okay, then you have the other gospel, just gospel,
Yeah, this is more, I guess, and just be honest, if Rihanna was a gospel artist.
Oh, wow.
If Beyonce was a gospel.
Right.
All the music is catered towards females lead. There are like 3 or 4 that have male leads. I don't sing, perform, I just write and prompt because I'm using AI.
Right, okay.
So I just make all the decisions through prompt, figure out what I need, and AI does the rest.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And in your filming, do you usually use like local talent, or is it like state, different states, or?
My passion is to use local talent in Wilmington. Okay. Every film that I produce has been in either New Hanover or Brunswick County.
I see all that.
That's on purpose.
Okay.
One of my goals is to bring in name talent and put talent that's locally here with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you still have to be prepared. I'm just not grabbing somebody off the street.
Right, exactly. You just come in here, I'm from North Carolina, from Wilmington. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, no.
But putting them with those actors and kind of building up not just the community, but people themselves,
Absolutely.
And for me, sometimes it's just certain moments. Like there was one film where there was a big scene with a pine cone, and we probably filmed that 4 years ago. That pine cone is on above somebody's fireplace now,
Wow. Yeah.
And this was the first movie they were the lead in, and they're on the cover.
Right.
And so this is something they could tell their grandkids. This is something,
Yes,
like
absolutely.
Those things mean a lot to me also. So
that's
one of my big focuses when it comes to working with local talent.
Absolutely. Because a lot of them, they don't get that shot.
No, they don't.
It's like you just in a small town. I would consider this a small town, but it's versus other cities like Raleigh and Charlotte. If you kind of want to compare and stuff.
It is a small town in certain areas. When it comes to boating and landscaping, those industries, it's not. But when it comes to like honestly, the Black community, hip hop, things of that nature, it's a small community.
It is.
So
absolutely, it is.
Yeah. So you're correct.
Yeah. And how many films have you done? I think over 30. I'm not.
Yeah, I remember counting 27 a few years ago, and I kind of stopped. And it hasn't been that many since then. So it has to be maybe like 30, 31.
Yeah, I count like 30 something. Yeah. And you've been doing this for over 15 years? Approximately, give or take.
I don't even know.
I'm getting this from your wife, Miss Hamilton. she's like, I think you've been doing it 15 years. I said, okay, I'm just going to go. I'm going to ask him now. Okay.
I would say my first, as far as films, feature films, it's probably been like 8-9 years.
Okay.
But even documentaries, because back then I wasn't doing it as a business.
Right.
So I might do one and might not do something else for like, 8-9 months.
Right.
You know?
So, yeah.
So doing the documentary stage, that was around 08.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, so that was
okay.
a long time ago.
Okay. Long time.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would be your favorite film that you've directed?
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
The first one would be Christmas Proposal, which is a Christmas film, of course. And the reason why that would be one of the ones in the tie, because it was the first film I was like, I got it. I was in my rhythm. Like I knew what was going on.
Right.
And the main thing is it was the first film my son was in.
Oh, wow.
So that was a big deal. The film that ties it is Assured by Grace, the one that just came out yesterday.
Right.
That's on Tubi and Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. Yeah.
And that's because the last two years I went through like a lot with a lot of stuff. And this is really like a stamp and a turning point in my personal life.
Wow. I feel that. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I watched the film, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. I loved it. You guys got to check that out, seriously. Because it hits it hits deep.
Yes.
Even if you don't have, alopecia or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just like, it just hits.
Yes.
From beginning to end. I'm just like, wow, this is big.
Yeah, because imagine, there's a process to it when people have alopecia and they wake up with a bald spot or they comb their hair.
Yeah.
And they start to notice a lot of hair in the brush. Right. But getting to the point to where you just have to shave your hair off because they're just small little patches or strands.
Yeah.
And imagine this happening and you never hearing about it.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is. And even some kids and people would say when they found out, they're thinking, am I dying? What's going on? Will my hair grow back? Which it doesn't. And some people would be like, it's just hair. But being in that situation, dating is different when that happens.
Oh, absolutely.
Applying for jobs is different.
I don't care what you say. People go by appearance first.
Yeah,
they don't go by, let's see what's in your heart. No. Let's stop playing. Let's stop lying.
Yeah, so basic things in your life are completely changed because we kind of overlook hair.
Right. When you go to the store, it's like, why is this person looking at me? It's because,
do they have cancer or
right.
what's going on?
Exactly. It's like, okay, what's going on?
And coping with, and my situation is not the same, but when I grew up, I was the only redhead black kid. So I kind of get people staring at you weird, trying to figure you out what's going
who are
on.
You? Yeah.
But being a female and being completely bald is on a different level than that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because that's our appearance. That's part of our crown. And glory, especially for African Americans.
It's $1 billion business.
Yeah.
Every
day. Women spending money on it. I know this for a fact. My cousin owns a salon. Yeah, salon. So yes. It's a multi, like you said, $1 billion. Yeah. So you go from that to like, I don't have any hair. It's like, okay.
And that's the great thing about the movie Assured by Grace. I feel like it can open some doors for some people, spark some conversations, make things easier for people to talk about that they want to talk about.
Exactly.
There have been, the stories I've heard from the women. There's some women that have been married for, one lady, I almost want to say like 30-something years.
Oh my
and
gosh.
her husband has never seen her. Yeah.
What?
She will go in the bathroom to do what she needs to do and lock the door. She sleeps with her head. Yeah, like.
Wow.
And there's not. And that's just not one person. There's tons of women like that.
Wow.
And there's women right now that's probably going to watch this that, people know there's something, but they haven't just came out.
Right.
There was one story of a lady that met a guy, they fell in love, got married. He knew she had alopecia, but she never shown him her head anything.
Oh, wow.
He ended up passing away.
Oh my gosh.
And she felt like he never knew who she really was.
Right.
Yeah. And so like, that's just not one person.
Yeah. Multiple stories, like probably thousands.
Yeah. The
if you look into
girl that was, I guess, maybe like hiding, or she didn't want to come out, anything. And so her mom was introduced to a lady that had alopecia. And the lady said when she walked into the house, the girl looked at her and started crying.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, what is wrong? She said, you're the first person I've seen that looks like me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So,
wow. Jeez.
it's more than just hair, you know.
Yeah, it's deeper. Like I said, it's
Yeah.
way deep. It really cuts deep, and it's a. I wouldn't say it's a illness, but it's just
It's a condition.
Condition, kinda,
And
yeah.
it's not really illness. Now, autoimmune condition,
Yeah.
lupus and all those things come around. You have to be careful how you eat.
yes,
Um,
yes,
And I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to get in too many details about alopecia,
right.
but it whatever happens stops your hair follicles.
Yeah.
And so what else is that doing? Is it only doing that?
Right.
And people bodies and things are
It's
different.
all about the nervous system.
Yeah.
Me being an RN, it's all about the nervous and
Yeah.
your nerves, and once your body starts attacking itself, it's no
Yeah.
telling.
And can you
Yeah.
imagine? I think there's 6.4 million, like right now, that's been diagnosed. I think in the United States, I believe alopecia. Can you imagine how many of those people have changed their eating habits to trying to figure it out? Their lifestyle, trying to figure out,
Right.
like,
Maybe should I diet? Should I do this?
yeah.
Should I work out more?
yeah, and
Yeah.
we're going on with our regular day saying it's just hair.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you can't say that. Yeah. Like, it's just almost like cancer. Like when people have,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, exactly. The attention you would get would be kind of the same. Of course, you're not dying like cancer. I mean,
you're not. Yeah.
I wish I reworded that better. But,
Yeah.
you're
Difference.
not-
It's not like the stages. It's like you have it, you have alopecia,
Yes.
It's not like stage 2, stage, yeah.
But there are some great people like Jamie Elmore, Janet Keish, Felicia Flores, that are out here promoting alopecia, making
Right.
people aware. And if you want more information about alopecia, definitely look up Jamie Elmore. Bald and Beautiful is her page.
Okay.
Felicia Flores, she has an event in Virginia every September called the Baldy Con.
Oh, wow.
Where hundreds of women with alopecia get together, tell their stories, and support each other.
That's amazing. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Wow. And then your films are basically based on faith-based inspirational contents.
Yes, that's my goal.
Okay.
And I want to be clear about that. Some movies, it may be, the message may only splat about 5%.
Right.
Some movies, the message may splat about 10, or 100%. I don't want to put a certain title on my films. I just want people to watch them and enjoy them. And if the message is there, then it'll get you.
All right. Absolutely. And do you ever one day want to be like, I'm not saying major, but like be like on the big screen, kind of like an actual movie theater? And
Well, I had a movie in the theaters before.
okay, which one?
Beautifully
was
Insecure was in theaters.
it? Okay.
And I know a few theaters is sold out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's amazing.
Like, honestly, with me, that's great. And this is one of the hardest parts about filmmaking to me, because my perspective is different than a lot of other people's that I meet.
Right.
And everybody think every filmmaker, not everybody, but a lot of people think every filmmaker perspective or goals is the same.
Right.
And it's not. Everybody doesn't want an Oscar. Everybody doesn't
Yeah.
want to be famous,
Yeah, but with the entertainment, abroad, want to be
Yeah.
modeling, it's oh, you just want to be, no, it's not about that. Sometimes it's just about self-fulfilling.
Yes.
If I get the
yes.
message across to that one person or those 5 people, I've done my job.
Yes.
It's not about the money, the coins. Oh, I want to be in Hollywood. No.
And,
Yeah.
like in Hollywood is Hollywood. It is what it is. And it's just really a street. It's not an industry. The film
absolutely.
industry is like a bunch of industries mixed up together. Just AVOD, SVOD, TVOD alone is 3 different business models. So that breaks up
Jeez.
3 different industries.
Absolutely.
So it changes,
It's a lot.
it changes everything. So, but for me, I would love to win an Oscar, but I have never made a movie trying to go for that. I never applied,
Okay.
for the things you need to apply for to even go in that direction.
Right.
I've been SAG eligible probably
I was going to say.
28 movies ago. I never
Yeah.
even attempted,
Right.
Right. It's just,
Yeah.
I want to make a bunch of movies, as many as I can before I die.
Oh,
make sure
wow.
all of them have a message.
You want
Yeah.
to kind of almost like leave a legacy of like, this is my work.
But not even that.
Okay.
Like for and not to sound weird, like people can, not that I want to be forgotten, but I don't stress people trying to remember me.
Right.
I stress like Christ used this person, or Christ was known, or people wanted to live a life worth reliving because of the content. And I want my wife and kids to own the content. Like those are my goals.
Absolutely. Yes. That's the one thing within our community,
Yes.
Yeah. The ownership.
Yes.
Because we do all this work, all this footwork, but where's your ownership? Do you
Yes.
own the rights to your pictures? Do you own the rights to your movie, to your content? No? Okay.
That's your wealth. And
Absolutely.
some people preach social media is your wealth. Not really, because they can take it.
Absolutely.
Social media is like money. It's a transition.
Yes.
Your website is your wealth. So your website has to be the true you, but social media leads people there. Because Facebook can stop you if they wanted to.
Yes. Yeah.
Tubi or whoever.
Pull it and that's it.
But you have your website.
Right.
So that defines you. Who you are defines you. It actually, and not to go on a rant, but it bothers me when I hear people say, when I get on Lifetime, or when I get, you already there.
Or BET is wait, what are we talking about?
They don't define, first of all, they don't know you, and they have no reason to care about you.
Yes, yeah.
And somebody else's title that may not have the same morals and values that you have doesn't define your value.
Yeah.
You define it. So
you hear that so much. Yeah.
It just bothers me.
Does.
I'm like, you are the star. No, it's when they find you.
Right. Not you for go like, I need to be
star.
on this one. I'm like, what? How do you need to be on a certain platform to make you relevant?
Yeah.
I'm confused about that.
I think that's insecurity.
Yes.
And it's not just naturally coming out of people. It's lies and things that have been told around them.
Yeah, it's not authentic.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of flaky. I call it flakiness. Yeah. It's very flaky with certain things. And, it's just like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Why are you here?
Thank you, because I was about to hit the
That's my question when it comes to production, because, I've done films, Sin Space and all that. And it's like, why are you here? I was looking at something, folks, like, that's not the reason. Wow.
Yes.
I want to be here. I want to be big time. First thing, I want to be California, New York City. Okay. Really?
It's kind of sad, but I get it, because that is what is preached and taught.
Yes.
And it's in our daily habits, from social media, advertising, comedy. When you read between the lines of that stuff, that's what it tells you.
Yes.
Get more followers, not get more value.
Yes,
not
absolutely.
Get more engagement, but get more followers.
Yeah, you need to heavily send that. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
No.
And I keep rocking and rolling. Yeah.
Yes, you need engagement.
Yes.
You need people that are interested in you, and you don't have to market to them. You just have to be in front of them, and they'll come find you. So
I love that. Love it. And then center on themes of identity, redemption, and perseverance.
Yes.
Yes. I love that. Your films, are around that. Yeah.
I love films where women are not saved by somebody else, where they save themselves, in a sense,
yeah.
And I think it's amazing that to have a movie and the female
so strong, kind of like,
well, say she's going through domestic violence, and
right.
a guy comes in and gives her another life, and that's all sweet, but it's different when she faces that and able to walk away herself, able to put the confidence in herself. I think a guy coming in and helping her is awesome, but the impact on herself, how she changes and how her children changes, is different when she steps up and handle her business. So that's what I love about movies like that. And that's what I love about Lifetime. That was one of the things they say they kind of look for, is when women,
they do.
Yeah.
They do. I watch a lot. Lifetime just like, oh, yeah. They make you laugh, they make you cry. I'm like, all at once. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I got to get away from this. And then sometimes it'll be, certain parts. It'll be like part 1. I don't know if you have with your movie, or, level 2, or part 2, whatever,
I've done a few sequels and things like that.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm really into the business, and I've learned certain things about sequels. Timing is crucial.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Timing is crucial.
You got to be careful.
Yeah.
You come back 10 years later like, what? Oh.
Yeah, like you got to know when people are interested.
Yes.
Then you got to know, excuse me, if they are interested or they just giving it attention. It's like, for example, and this is not the exact same thing, but it'll help explain it. If a movie is for free on Tubi and it's bad and people are talking about it's bad, people will still go watch it or check it out to see what's bad about it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're going to watch part 2. That doesn't mean they will purchase. That doesn't mean they will invest into it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's confused for value.
Yeah.
When it's really just, it's not, the movie isn't winning. It just had a winning moment.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And sometimes we take that for value and live off that, but that's not the case.
Right. Speaking of which, the new movie just came out with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but you know, it's like mixed reviews because I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna. Someone's like, oh, we've seen so many, you know, we've seen about 20, you know, how many they're gonna make, you know. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, y'all, but you know, it's like the curiosity kills you. It's like, you know what? Let me just go see what this is because I wasn't even gonna. I'm like, you know, I ain't checking that, you know. If you seen one, you seen them all. Yeah, you know, about the same person, you know, biopic. These biopics are getting out of him.
With him, I mean, I don't know how many more they can make about Tupac. I feel like I done lived with him by now. I done
big. I mean, I'm like, what is going on? Yeah. What is it? What? And now they have I guess they call it. You call it a documentary series, like on Netflix, like how they did with Diddy and all. You know how they broke it down. I was like, what in the world? They just making these docu-series like.
We're in a stage, and it helps. Movies like Assured by Grace. At the same time, we're in an era where you don't have to make a movie to sell a movie. So some films are a bunch of content thrown together. Yeah. It's not not even a 3-act structure or a 6, you know, there's not even a plot. It's just a bunch of information, like 1,000 reels. It could be thrown together and it's put on streaming services, and it's sold next to movies. Yes. So like we just in an era where, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just how we handle it, because at the same time, that's basically what YouTube is. You know? There's people up there walking with their phone. It's not a movie.
Yeah, it's like content creation turns into a movie all of a sudden. I'm like, what is going on? Like this one girl, she's somewhere, I think, not YouTube. I'm thinking it might have been YouTube. She did a whole docuseries on Diddy from the time he went in, you know, the whole court thing. You know, I'm like, and people watch it. She got like millions of views, and I'm like, what is going on? Oh, we're gonna make a movie. I was like, oh wow, just from off of her phone, just walking around, you know, documenting. Oh, he's in the courthouse. Da, da, da. I'm like, what is going on?
But it's a great era that the average person can do that. Yeah. But of course, it's just like a gun. It's good as long as we don't abuse it.
Absolutely.
And, you know, stuff getting in the wrong person's hands.
Yep. They take that and just, go. And so you have, other than Assured by Grace, you have Emotions of a Murder, Period, Dear Younger Me, and Beautifully Insecure. Yes. And those are your top movies, you would say?
I would say, Beautifully Insecure, Emotions of a Murder, Period. Okay, those would be your top.
Yeah,
sure. I got my favorites. You know, I think all of them.
I know it's hard because you have tons in it. I was like, gosh, I was watching a few. I was like, okay, this is a lot.
Yeah. So I was just trying to do like my personal films. I would say Assured by Grace. Okay. Emotions of a Murder. Period, and Christmas Proposal.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Well, it's nice having you, Mr. Nakia.
Thank you. It was nice being here.
Yeah, I enjoyed you.
Thank you.
I get to know, you know, what's going on with your directing skills. Yeah, your vibes. He was kind of vibe this guy got on today. All right. Tell the folks where they can find you at. Where we can find your film, Assured by Grace. That's out now.
Go to ilovemyvideo.com. If you go there, you'll see everything. But just type in Nakia T. Hamilton. I'll show up everywhere. Tubi, Amazon, Roku channel, name it. Pretty much every platform, I'll show up.
He's everywhere, y'all. You can't find him. That's a lie. You
haven't been looking.
Exactly. Look harder. All right, y'all. So this is your host, Miss Kimora Ambrose. You can find me, of course, on platforms of Facebook, Kimora Ambrose, and Instagram, Kimora, KIMORAA_A. Until next time on Heels and Reels, I love you guys.
Thank you.
Blessings.
That was dope.
Yeah.